welcome back to another episode of the Artist Access. I am your host, Siraj Ra-King. I'm walking out in the hotel, and I am here with the brother y'all just seen singing that phenomenal, awesome song with his band. I am here with Power
Raje.
Raje. What's going on, King?
Man, nothing much.
You
man.
good? Hey, man, that song, bruh. That was live. That was live.
Just doing my thing, man. Just living and loving. That's all I do.
Hey, I think this is the first time we had a whole band up in there, right? You heard me?
Hey, man. That's why I wanted to bring it through, man. And
Yeah.
plus, everything I do, I want to bring my band with me because they my brothers, man. We do everything together.
That's
Roll
what's up.
dog,
That's
man.
what's up. That's what's up. So look, say that's your boys. Tell me how did this band come together? You feel me?
Man, we started out playing together at the House of Blues, man, and we first got our first gig there.
When was this? What year was this?
This was actually about a year and a half ago. We ain't
Okay.
been together that long,
Okay,
man. And
okay.
after that point, we started getting gigs. After we got the House of Blues, then the next gig came, then the next gig came, you know what I'm saying? Then we started working with So Far Sounds, and that company started giving us gigs and gigs. And now we just finished our first charity event that we hosted. It was called the Show Enough Food Drive, man. We brought in.
I saw it on your page.
Oh yeah, man. We had 5 different companies sponsoring us.
Right.
One took care of the venue. One
Right.
brought the full film crew. The other one brought artists. The other one did promotions and ticketing and things like that. Man, it was an amazing experience. Basically, what I did was I just kind of asked everybody who's been supporting the music of Show Enough the whole time to come together for something that's good for the city of Houston.
That was fire, bro. That's
Yeah,
dope.
thank you.
That's
Let
dope.
me get a little sip real quick.
Yeah, I see you sweating and everything
yeah.
over there. Yeah, hey, the blackberry.
Oh yeah, it tastes
You heard
pretty
me?
good.
Oh
man.
yeah, oh yeah. So now you were telling me you got some meaning behind your name. So explain to me the name Power Raje. You feel me?
Man, I did
How you came up with that, man?
whole bunch of experimentation. Power Raje was Power was what I looked up. My grandmother and my mother speak Creole.
Okay.
So I asked them, I said, how you say poet in Creole? She said poet. So I took the T off the end and put a D because I just wanted it to mean kind of a double meaning, like empowered.
Okay.
So that's why I said, you know, empowered poet. So I just kind of try to put those together and it came up with Powered. And then my great-great-grandmother, her name was a Raje. You know what I'm saying? So then I got my name, Raje, out of taking that name and taking the A out the front. You know what I'm saying? So then we came with Powered Raje.
So you said something about poet in Creole.
Yeah.
So were you doing a little poetry?
Well, that's how my music started off as poetry, man.
Okay.
It started off like that, and then I started singing and doing that stuff, and then my poetry just kind of turned over to music. Like that song I just sung right there.
Was a poet.
That used to be a poem back in the day.
Fire. So hold on, now you gotta take us back. We gotta go all the way back to them poetry days. Like how did you start doing poetry?
Man, I've been doing poetry since I was a little kid.
Okay.
That's just something I did. I was always a creative, you know. I like the fact that I can make something out of nothing. And my poetry was a way for me to express myself in a way that would amaze me. Every bar and every line that I would write, I'd be amazed with myself on how I can make things word. Like in the song where I say, life ain't nothing but living and dying.
Living and dying. Yeah, I heard you.
But I'd
when
rather
you said
trust
that.
love when it's lying.
Yeah.
Like, it's that right there to me is like when you can say things like that, it means you have gained a certain level of understanding about life. And poetry is basically just putting that down on paper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So when did you start performing this poetry?
Performing it?
Yeah.
Man, I never did perform the poetry.
What?
I just kind of kept it to myself. Now, I have done it, but I started with the music first.
So you bust out the gate singing?
Man, just saying. Somebody told me I should start doing it, man, and I was in a very, very low place in my life, man, and I needed something to make me feel like I was important again, like I was valued in this world again. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so I just started singing. I started going to open mics and stuff like that. Shout out Free K.
Okay.
You know,
yeah.
in the local scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all of them, man, because they was the the circuit that I was going on and just having an outlet to go to.
Is that one of the first spots you were hitting up, Logo
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Me and Jay Brown was like, that's how we kind of started.
Player, huh?
Yeah. So
okay.
we started going to Free K's events.
Yeah.
And then from there on, we met my boy Spencer and Steve-O. And the drummer out there, Steve-O, man. Then we got Spencer Fly. That's the bass player that y'all saw in the video. Steve-O wasn't in the video just because it wasn't enough space, but I would definitely love to come back the next time and basically get the whole band with the drums and everything, man.
Yeah.
If y'all have an event somewhere one
That's
day.
the next step. I'm gonna be doing events. All of the guests I have performing here, I'm gonna start putting together some showcases with all of this fire attendant that come through here. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you got to, man.
Yeah.
Boy, if you see my live performances, bro, I make the crowd go crazy.
I can imagine.
You know, and I wasn't even as loud as I normally be because I was in the, you know, in an enclosed space, so your voice got to come off a little bit different.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But
You put me in the mind of the singer from New Orleans, the Never Brothers. You know what I'm talking about?
I ain't gonna lie to you.
What?
I ain't never heard of them yet, but I'm bad with names. I'm good with faces.
Yeah. You sound like them. Your style of singing is just like the cat. You know what I'm saying?
Well, shoot, you know that's where my family originate from. I wish I was born out there. Maybe I even have even more flavor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for the most part, my grandmother and my mother just kind of put that in me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's already in my blood. You know.
Right.
To be talented, to be able to sing and move and make everybody move to my beat. You know.
Yeah. You even sound like I heard that Creole coming out here. It's all in your language. It's in you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you got any shows coming up in the near future?
In the near future, let's see here. Nothing that right now. So right now, what I'm doing is this. We just finished our last show, October 15th. That was the first show that we promoted and basically organized ourselves. Okay. So now my next goal is to take that video footage that we got from that last show, use that as an EPK to go ahead and advertise to other companies. Now we were working for the House of Blues on a consistent basis. But the House of Blues restaurant and bar just recently closed down. So now we're going to have to find some new avenues to bring in more revenue. Okay. Now we do work with So Far Sounds. So Far Sounds has not yet sent our dates yet. Okay. But as soon as we get some dates, man, I'll definitely let you know.
Yeah. Well, brother, I got to have you back with the whole band, the drummer and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get a drummer, something. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, bro, I wish you nothing but greatness in your near future, man. You keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You sure enough got a future in this music industry. You know what I'm talking about?
Thank you.
You got an album, anything coming out anytime?
Man, we just recently recorded our first EP. Okay. At Lucky Run Studios. Okay. But we still working on that. Yeah. Now we will be having some live music videos that we just recorded. Gonna be airing on YouTube soon. Okay, cool. But then we're gonna have our actual MP3 and uploads to music. Now I do have my own personal music out. Right. If you search Power Raje and Show Enough Band, their name's gonna be on there too. Okay. You know. But once again, let me shout out my band again.
Yes,
my
sir.
boys, Jay Brown, Spencer Fly, Steve-O the Great,
yes,
man.
Sir.
And them boys are some talented brothers, and I would not be here without them, you know?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So y'all stay following the brother, man. Brother got some nice stuff going with him right now. So we're going to take us a quick commercial break. Y'all stay tuned. This is the Artist Access, and your access has now been granted.
Yeah.